Good morning, y'all. This morning I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do a average day in the life of someone living in their car, you know what I mean? Right now it's 7:30 a.m. and it's 36 degrees outside. Not too bad. Yeah, check this out, guys. I got this cool fan yesterday. It's got like lights on it. A little too bright for my liking. But yeah, it has fans and like this light up here inside of here. That's like a night light. You can turn it on and off. Oh, jeez, no. Has a 40,000 milliamp battery in it. I'll probably never use the light because I practice, being stealthy. You know what I mean? So I don't really want that insane light going off. But if I want to, I can. It's definitely huge. It's kind of taking up this whole corner here. You know what I mean? But actually, it's kind of fine. And it's hanging on this wire here. And I was kind of sketched out about it. But you probably can't tell in this lighting, but this wire is like fastened to this thing pretty well. I use this tool to like twist it around it or whatever. But yeah, I mean, pretty awesome for 40,000 milliamp, Yeah, the area I'm in right now is kind of a nicer suburb of the city I'm in. So I guess they all have their washer and dryers at their house, you know what I mean? So there's really no laundromat around here. So I got to drive like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to get to one. I have this gigantic bag of laundry back here I got to do. If you didn't see my last video, and I guess if you don't know, if you're new here, I live in this 2010 Toyota Camry. I kind of just travel around. Generally, my home base is in the Cincinnati area because I work here. But I kind of just travel around the general area. In my last video, I was in Niagara Falls. I went from Cincinnati to northwestern Ohio, then up to Buffalo to check out Niagara Falls. And I kind of accumulated all this laundry back here. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do today is go knock that laundry out. Every once in a while, wherever I'm at, I'll drop one of these or a card or something. This is just one of my CDs with some of my songs you can find on Spotify and Apple Music. I'll just throw it up here. Somebody will find it. Maybe they'll throw it in their car. They still have a CD player. Just got out of the laundromat, folded all my clothes, talked to my friend for like 31 minutes. Then I went in there and folded that. Now I'm about to commute about 25 minutes to a place to get a storage unit. And then
head west, then turn left.
And then I will be able to free up some space in my car. You know what I mean? I've kind of been living like this. Well, now I've been living in my car for 5 months, like in like 3 days. So I've been kind of living, and everything's been fine. But then when I went to my dude's house and got a bunch of stuff from the shed, I kind of realized how much stuff that I had in the car at one time, and I was like, if I just get a storage unit for $10 a month, that could free up a ton of space back there. So I'm about to go get a storage unit real quick. Yeah, I'm really hoping to get the storage unit real quick and then move everything that I want to move out here out, and then probably sweep out the car, rearrange some things, and then I'm hoping I have time to hit a decent little, like maybe 2-mile hike, and then maybe cook something real quick before I have to go to work. So I do work a day job. I work, sometimes I work 2 jobs, to be honest. Right now I'm working from 2 p.m. to 11. So, you know, my time during the day is kind of limited, but I kind of like it because I can just wake up early, and on a day where I don't have to do laundry or anything like that, I can get up and everybody else is at work, everybody else is in the office, 9-to-5ers, first shifters, you know what I mean? And then I could just like hit all of the trails without anybody out there, you know what I mean? Next week I'm probably gonna get off work at 11 in Cincinnati, drive down to like southern Kentucky, maybe Daniel Boone National Forest, and that would get me there around 2 a.m., find somewhere to crash out, and then wake up, hike, and then make it back in time for work. So it's kind of how I'm living, you know what I'm saying? There's actually a pretty decent amount of space in here. I could definitely put a bicycle in here. So yeah, I got signed up for that. I got a unit. I mean, it's a nice bit of space there. I could definitely fit a cycle in there, a bike, whatever. I could fit like a lot of storage boxes if I really wanted to go that route, which I don't think is necessary. You know, I'm pretty much a minimalist at this point. I don't know what I even plan to add to my life, like pretty much nothing, you know. I'm actually like removing things from my life, so I don't really see me adding a lot. It's a brand new facility, looks nice, you know what I mean. It feels pretty secure. Says it's climate controlled, but I don't know. They got like moisture bags everywhere, which is kind of weird. I don't know. But my thing is, it says online $10 a month, and then you go and it's like, oh yeah, an extra $15 for insurance, this fee and this fee. So then they charge you $20 for like a basic lock, really. And you know, at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, that $10 a month is going to be more like $30 to $35 a month, which, I mean, I guess that's not horrible, you know, to be able to just store all my stuff in there, secure it, and it won't be destroyed. And now I have like way more room in my car. Like I'm on my way to sweep it out now, and I'm going to be able to, like, honestly, I'm going to be able to get a couple more milk crates and have tons of storage. So it's probably worth the $30 to $35 a month, but just tell me it's going to be $30 to $35 a month. I get upset, you know what I mean? I get upset when I go there and they're like, oh yeah, well, here's your total. And I'm like, wait, what? All right, so it's about 10:45 a.m. Obviously, I just swept out the car, stopped and got some gas. I need to go to Walmart, even though I'm right here and I'm leaving currently, to get a ceramic pan. I was using a cast iron, but it's not for me. I just didn't keep it seasoned. I didn't put oil on it. It got rusty, so I threw it away. And then my younger brother, when we went to Niagara Falls in my last video, he gave me a pan, but it was he gave me a pan and it was Teflon, and I don't really want to use Teflon. Tyler, if you're watching this, I appreciate you, bro. I did donate the pan. I didn't just whatever, you know what I mean? I appreciate you. He also gave me some spoons and like ladles and spatulas and stuff, but honestly, I donate those as well, bro, because you know, I'm just kind of in a minimalistic situation here. I can do everything with a fork. I don't need all that other stuff, you know what I mean? It just takes up space. I get why people use it, you know what I mean, but I just don't need it. I should have told him at the time, but you know, I was kind of like, you know what, I'll use it. But then when I got back home, I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna use it. So yeah, it's about 10:45 a.m. This is kind of the time where I have a little bit of a downfall, you know what I mean? Like, I have a problem with getting to work too early. You know, I don't have to be at work till 2 p.m. And usually right around now, I'd probably start heading that way, to be honest. I'm about 20 minutes from work, but I'm trying to get over that and utilize this time wisely and not let it stop me from doing things. You know, I talked to a guy at work and he was just like, oh yeah, I don't like doing things before work. He's an older guy. And he was just like, yeah, I don't like doing things before work because then I'm just sitting there thinking about how I have to go into work or later, you know what I mean? And I don't want to be that person, to be honest. I want to be out here being active and doing things up to the minute that I have to go in, to be honest, you know what I mean? Because every moment we could be doing something with that time. Like, even if I'm sitting outside of work for 45 minutes, I can have a notebook and I could be writing some music or making video ideas or working on whatever, you know what I mean? Another thing I need to work on is stop eating out so much, but yeah, I'm about to get some tacos for show. For show. I got the goods, boy. I got 3 chorizos. Oh yeah, let's go. Yep, I just got my food here. I'm about to just come down here at this nice nature preserve and eat. Then I'll probably go for a little hike, nothing much, probably like 2 miles. Maybe a mile actually, to be honest. That way I can still make it to Walmart and get that pan. I haven't mentioned it yet, but I'm really gonna start taking weight loss a little more seriously, you know. I do have kids and such, and I want to make sure that I am living a healthy lifestyle and here for them, you know what I mean? And I've gained quite a bit of weight over the last the last year really. If you watched my channel before, I mentioned it a couple times. I've showed some, I mean, you can just tell really, if you go back and look. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a 7-day fast after I eat tonight. Like, I'm gonna eat these tacos, and then I have like a pack of Hebrew National hot dogs. I'm about to grill those up on break at work tonight, and then I'm gonna do a 7-day fast. I'll show you after I eat what I'm gonna do. I'm not doing like a traditional fast or a traditional intermittent fast or anything like that. Intermittent fasting. I'm doing kind of my own fast where I'm going to, you know, obviously not eat for 7 days, but there are certain vitamins and minerals that I'm gonna take. And after I eat, I'll show you what those are. Yeah, these look pretty solid for sure. I used to go to this taqueria quite a bit when a couple years ago. I was just hiking a lot. I wasn't really working a lot. I was working like part-time jobs and honestly just investing a little bit. I traded some stocks and I was kind of living off of that money for like 3 years, honestly. And I was going to this taqueria a lot, and everybody said it was like the best taqueria in the city, and it's really not. This is another thing I like. When you come out here early, when you're out here February, you know what I mean, early March, you get to see the change a lot of times before everybody else, because everybody's like, you know, indoors when it's still February, and honestly, at least where I'm at, if you go out mid-February, even sometimes early February, you'll still see you will see some of the changes in the weather. You'll see the buds on the trees, some little tulips popping up and stuff like that. And I really enjoy it. Knocked a little hike out, did about 1.5 miles. Not much, but that's just kind of like the daily little hike, nothing too intense, nothing too exciting, but I still get out there, you know what I mean, and do what I gotta do. Right now I'm on my way to Walmart. I'm gonna buy that pan, then I'm gonna head to work and I'm gonna get on my phone. I'm gonna pay all my bills. I gotta pay a bunch of bills today, which is cool because I just got paid, so that's fine, man. Life could be definitely worse. But it's beautiful out. It's about 55 degrees, so it's kind of, in my book, it's kind of perfect right now, honestly. When it starts to get like summer, it's gonna be pretty intense, to be honest. Like I obviously I've only been doing this for 5 months, or yeah, 5 months, like I said earlier. But I lived in my car about 7 years ago, only for like 2 months, but it was like in June and July.
Continue on Creek
And it was
Road for
honestly
1 mile.
chaos. It was pure chaos. I couldn't sleep. I would wake up and there was water in my, like sweat in my ears, you know. It wasn't awesome, but I also didn't know what I know now. The community wasn't as large as it was, so people weren't really talking about how to get around it, but it won't be too bad. We'll get there. All right, yeah, so it's still a mess, but we're getting there. I think I'm gonna go back into Walmart tomorrow, and another one of these should fit right here. And then these blankets that are here will be underneath there, so it'll actually be pretty clean, to be honest. Not too bad for a few bucks. So yeah, like I said, I gotta do a little bit more organizing, and honestly, it could be pretty nice in here. I'm gonna clean everything up. Probably over the weekend, get it real nice. In the next video, I'll show you guys what's up. I did want to talk about the 7-day fast. I'm going to update with that in the next video because I will start tonight probably at midnight. So it would be at 7 days. So I would be fasting for 7 days. I just wanted to kind of go over what I'm going to be doing with that. So like I said, at the park, I'm not going to do like a traditional intermittent fasting. I'm still going to like take some minerals and vitamins and stuff like that. So I kind of just wanted to go over what I was actually going to take. The first thing I'm going to be taking is this Dr. Berg's electrolyte powder. It has a lot of things in it, like your daily needed potassium, chloride, and magnesium, as well as iron. You can watch Dr. Berg's videos if you don't have him on YouTube. He goes over like the importance of taking electrolytes anyways, especially when you're in intermittent fasting. So I think that it's a wise choice to take this while I am doing a 7-day quote-unquote water fast. The second one is actually an Amazon vitamin. It's a men's 40 plus. I'm only 35, but I'm sure it's fine. 1 a day whole food cultured vegan multivitamin. There's quite a bit of stuff in here that's pretty good. The only thing that I feel that I am lacking is I do want to take an omega-3, but after doing some research on the omega-3 and with how hard it is to actually even find an omega-3 that's high quality and not rancid, I do think that I'm just going to take my omega-3 naturally, and that will be on the breaking of the fast. When I break the fast, I will actually be eating something high with omega-3, so probably like wild caught salmon. The third thing I'm going to be taking, which I also take when I am not fasting, I'm going to take lion's mane. And the good thing about lion's mane is it does promote neurogenesis, so it can help form new neural pathways in the brain and the mind, That along with some of my more intense workouts, like the more intense hikes that I have done in the past that I'll be doing again here soon. Those combined, I think that they're great for neural health, cognitive function, if you will. The fourth thing that I'm going to be taking is this green detox juice. I'm only going to be taking about 1 cup of that every single day. I'm going to take it every single day. And it does have, I'll write the ingredients here, but it does have some ingredients in it. It has no added sugar, no additives, anything like that. It's just organic greens, basically. So yeah, that definitely isn't like your standard fasting. There's also 113 calories in here, so I will be consuming some calories for sure. I totally understand that, but I feel that this is the healthiest way for me to do what I'm trying to do. I don't want to die, you know what I mean? I think I don't want to just starve myself, you know what I mean? I still want to get some vitamins and minerals in me, which also reminds me, at some point, I'll probably add another vitamins that is, higher in certain minerals that I'm not getting. But I'll update that when I do that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this 7-day fast, and then I'm going to break my fast with a very light meal, like a wild caught salmon and like some kale or some sort of leafy greens. And then I'm going to eat fresh fruits and vegetables and some sort of wild caught beef for the next 7 days. So most likely bison or elk or something like that. And then after that 7 days, I'll return back to the fast for 7 days, all while maintaining activity. So probably doing a lot more intense hiking. Eventually, probably now that I have a storage unit, adding a cycle in there so I can bike. If you're new to the channel, in the past, I would do pretty intense, like 26-mile hikes. And, I haven't done a full century. I haven't even done half century or metric century, but the most I've done on cycle is about 40 miles, or maybe it was 45. But regardless, I'm going to try to eventually this year sometime hit the metric century as well as the century if I get a bike. I'm trying to save some money right now, but I really would like to get a single speed bike again like I had last year. But yeah, right now, guys, honestly, I'm just heading to work. I'm going to pay some bills and sit in there, and then most likely play some video games on my phone. I have this 8BitO like controller adapter I can put my phone in, and I kind of play like classic PS2 games, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, Nintendo Wii, stuff like that. Some games I kind of grew up with. I'm not the biggest gamer, but I do have some technology, so I go back and play some of the older stuff that I grew up with. But yeah, guys, that's all I'm about to do today, to be honest. I'm about to go to work. The only other thing that I'm going to do that has to do with this lifestyle is cooking my last of my bratwurst or hot dogs or whatever for lunch, and then I'm gonna just find a place to park. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna cut the video, man. I really appreciate you guys checking in with me, checking out the video. If you are interested in the content, please hit subscribe, like the video, you know what I mean? I definitely could use some subscribers. I'm trying to build, a nice channel here and a nice community for people that have some of the same values and interests, which is car camping and exercising and being outdoors and doing intense things. You know what I mean? So yeah, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. See you on the next one. Peace.